So I've got this awesome pothos. It doesn't need to be replanted, but I'm going to transplant it because I have another one next to it in a terracotta and I want them to match. And I thought this would be a great opportunity to show how to transplant them. And one special trick when transplanting pothos or any other trailing houseplant to get a nice bushy like top. So you can see this guy, I did not utilize my own tip on this one, and it's really bare in the back. And I like to really see a nice, robust growth on top and then the cascading. So I want to show you guys how to get that bushiness on top. All right, so of course the first thing we need to do is get the plant out of the pot. So this doesn't have any drainage holes, so what I'm going to take like a knife and just kind of go around the sides just to help loosen it up from around the edges. Gently take it out. All right. Next, of course, we're going to fill up the container with some fresh potting mix. We always want to use fresh potting mix because chances are the soil it's been growing in has been depleted of nutrients. Okay. So from here, I'm going to take it, and the first thing I'm going to do, gently caress it, break these roots up just a little bit. Just loosen it up. We're going to start by situating it as far back as possible. All right. Then we're going to fill it up a little bit more, ensuring all those roots are nice and covered, of course. Just like that. If I were to stop just like this, that would be acceptable. But like I said, I like it to feel like overflowing from the top. So the next thing we want to do is we want to get a bunch of paper clips. And we're going to start opening them up, maybe 5 or 6. And put them into that sort of shape, just like that. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our vines gently and start by wrapping them around the base of the soil. Now at this point in our growing experience, we know that these are the nodes. You can see those aerial roots coming out. So when we get these nodes, we want to take a paper clip and smash it in there. And that's going to help keep it connected to that soil. And over time, this will root into the soil. It can be helpful to maybe use a couple. Actually, what I'm going to do now, if you have just fresh potted soil, give it a drink of water before. And that will also just help it situate and stay put. Okay? So we got one, and another one right here. Now we don't want to cover that with soil, we just want to leave it on top. Okay, so I got a couple for that one. Can take a little bit of maneuvering to make sure they get stuck in there. Don't just do one. You want to do as many as you can. And it's all right if it's a little bit messy. If you can get 2 stems at the same time, that's even better. And sometimes when you're moving it around, the paper clips will come up. If you have long paper clips, that would be the best. Longer the better. And then, assuming you want your foliage to come from this, emanate out of the same side of the pot, you can sort of just direct it back towards what is your front. Okay, so I know it looks like a big jumbled mess on top, but what's going to happen over time is that where we put those nodes in contact with the soil, those nodes will eventually create roots that will grow into the soil. And once that happens, then it will start to create more dense growth on top. Also, all of these leaves that are kind of like turned upside down right now, over time they will also find their way right side up. So just give it some time to adjust to its new look. It's definitely shorter, but it has much more of a robust top, which is going to just give it a much more full look. And I think, you know, it will definitely continue to grow and drape with time. As we know, all of our trailing plants grow so fast. So now you know a little tip to create a nice bushier trailing plant like a pothos or many types of philodendron plants such as that. If you do have any other further questions, just write them down in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We got tons of videos all about growing houseplants and outdoor plants. We're all garden lovers around here. Thanks for joining me on Plant Vibrations. I'll catch you soon. Ciao.